Okay, well, a question about this film, this whole thing about cameras, being stuck in your face and all that. The first time someone came up to you and just started snapping away without your asking you or hello, how unnerving for you to endure that?
Well, I think well, initially, it's very, very strange. But it is a very strange phenomenon when you're surrounded by people who can make a lot of money if they get the right shot. So it's very serious business for them. They're not there to be nice and pleasant. I mean, they're there to make some cash. And yeah, it can be very annoying. I mean, to this day, it can drive me absolutely insane. But, that's that.
Okay. Now, a question about Ron Howard. I mean, you have some great scenes in this film. You're very manipulative, very steamy love scene. But I was curious, when you're doing those scenes and you're looking out at Ron Howard, aren't you flashing back to Happy Days or the Andy Griffith Show?
Yeah, I mean, he is I adore Ron, I have to say. It was a big, big treat for me to be able to work with him. And yes, it's almost, you don't really even want to kiss somebody in front of Ron, because he looks like a little boy still, and you think, oh, no, 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 you can't say anything rude in front of Ron, and, you want to cover his ears if you swear or something. So, yeah, it was a bit embarrassing rolling and wrestling with Matthew in front of him. A little bit.
You're a spokeswoman for a well-known cosmetic line. I'm just curious, when you go out, I mean, say you just want to go out in a T-shirt and blue jeans, and I bet you look great in a T-shirt and blue jeans, but how much pressure do you feel to look absolutely fabulous every single time you go out?
Well, I'm vain enough to have always wanted to look pretty much my best, Estee Lauder contract or no Estee Lauder contract. So, yes, maybe I make a special effort for them now, but I've never been the sort of girl that goes to the supermarket in my sort of bathrobe or, slippers. I've always made a bit of an effort for years.
Now, I got a question about being recognized for various roles. After Passenger 57 came out, did you ever get on an airplane and get strange looks from fellow passengers or flight attendants?
In case I had an AK-47 up my sleeve. Yeah, apparently that film, of course, was never shown on the airplanes. And I for years I was like, why? I don't understand. They're like, no. I mean, did you know they never show movies with plane crashes or terrorists on them? I didn't know that. Yeah, people do, of course, identify you very much with your role.
Okay. Now, Austin Powers, how often have you had to endure people coming up to you and go, hey, baby?
Yeah, hundreds of times a day. But it's okay. I mean, it makes me laugh. Almost always makes me laugh. Because it means they laughed at the film, and that's kind of why we're in the business, so it works.
Okay. Now, a question about this film. Temperamental co-stars, actors with large egos. I'm talking, of course, about the cat. How quickly did it take you to bond with the feline?
Well, I have to say I couldn't stand it, because I don't like fluffy cats. I don't know why, I've just got eyelashes that fluff catches in like that, so I just can't stand touching them, so I didn't like it at all. I like the cat in Austin Powers. The bald cat, remember? Yes. That's my favourite sort of cat.
I want to talk to you actually about the movie business end of your career, First, Second, First. The producing end. Did you ever find yourself being subtly challenged by people, like testing you, whether or not you had the chops for being a producer?
I don't know. Maybe they were, and I wasn't particularly aware of it. I mean, it's such a frantic business where every second you're sort of in some terrible state about getting something done that I never really have time to analyze the sort of chemistry in the air between people. You just have to kind of hire people and sit on them and make sure you get the best job. So I don't know. I mean, certainly I think at the beginning, if the studio hadn't wanted to trust me with the money, they wouldn't have done. But, I got to know them very well whilst we were developing our company and developing scripts. So, yeah, maybe they were. I don't know.